Good evening, Mountain Vista seniors, parents, board members, teachers, and the fantastic Mountain Vista community that's been so supportive. It's my pleasure tonight to be able to share with you, to give your keynote address for your senior recognition night. And I'd like to share with you a few thoughts about a life reset. A life reset is when you have a chance to start over, a time to change many things in your life. I first considered the idea of a life reset when I met Miss Diane Ruby, our Warrenton calculus teacher. During her interview, she told me that after raising a family and having a career teaching in Pennsylvania, she hit life reset. Moved to Virginia, started over with a new home and a new job. What an interesting idea. Thanks for sharing that with me, Miss Ruby. Through the years, you'll have several life resets. And high school graduation marks the first one of those over which you have control. You may have moved before, went to a new school before, had a change in your family before, but usually that would not be your choice. You didn't have any control over it. But this one, you have control over. There'll be other life resets as the years pass. You'll have to choose a first job, choose a spouse, choose whether to be a parent or not, buy a house. What career advancements are you going to have? Where are you going to move? And finally, as I have just done, are you going to retire? What are you going to do with those last retirement years of your life? All these events give opportunity to rethink what you want to do with your time and your resources. You decide how to spend your life. Keep these three things in mind and perhaps remember them in future life resets. First of all, treasure your family. Your family loves you and wants the best for you. Family, as I mean it, are those folks, biologically related or not, that love you without exception, no matter what. Now, they may not always agree on what's best for you, but they do want what's best for you. They may struggle with your making your own decisions, but they still love you. So in the busyness of your first year at college, the busyness of your first life reset, remember to hug your mom, play golf with your dad, call your grandma, listen to your little sister's stories. Make time for these people, consider their advice, and be thankful for their love. Secondly, keep the main thing the main thing. This is a quotation from noted educator and author Stephen Covey, and it applies to many areas of life. Dr. Covey was writing about educational systems, but I've thought about this idea of keep the main thing frequently during my life. At this reset, think about what is really important long-term and prioritize those things. Find your faith. Make it significant in your life. Find friends that embody those values that really matter. Find study and work that inspires you. Spend your time on these main things. Make the main thing always the main thing. And finally, of my 3 points, give yourself a break. There are many decisions to make for years to come. Focus on the next step. It's okay to change your mind, to alter your path, or to even start over. It's okay to make mistakes. When you do, forgive yourself, learn from the experience, and move on. Now it's time to explore and figure out what's next, not to have all the answers. Take care of your physical, spiritual, and mental health. Be kind to yourself and enjoy this time of life. Give yourself a break. So remember, treasure your family, keep the main thing, and give yourself a break. Remember these during this life reset and those to come. It's been my pleasure to know each of you the last 3 years and share tonight with you and your parents, family, and the Governor School community. I wish you all the best.
Benjamin Appling. From the moment he walked into our classrooms, Benjamin threw his whole being into the activities at our school. Few students bring as much energy and excitement to scientific and philosophical debate as Ben. His analytical mind and wit allow him to challenge existing ideas and generate new ones with ease and enjoyment. He is a young man who both challenges and brings out the best in those around him.
Michael Joseph Artone. Mikey is the sort of person that you want on your team. He never hesitates to jump in and get his hands dirty, during lab work, in the Envirothon soil pit, or even when he helps put out wildfires with his local fire and rescue department. On any given day, if you can't find Mikey, there's a good bet he is outside, hiking, fishing, or exploring the natural world that he cares so much about. Whether he follows his interests in police work or conservation, wherever Mikey casts his line in life, he is sure to land something big. Best fishes to you, Mikey. Elizabeth Claire Bass. Elizabeth radiates a calm confidence that benefits all those around her. But don't let her laid-back demeanor fool you. Her passions run deep, and she is not afraid to express herself through music, art, or a laminated dossier comparing the relative merits of one particular university over another less good university. She has ambition and work ethic to spare, and we have no doubt that she will thrive at UVA. With a motto like breaking barriers and pursuing the greater good, it should be the perfect place for Elizabeth.
Aniba Bastola. Aniba is a kind individual who is always willing to quietly assist her peers, friends, and family. She prefers to avoid the spotlight, but once she engages with new concepts, her keen intellect and determination shine brightly. Like many of her peers, Aniba is proactive, learning to recognize potential obstacles so she can prepare to meet them head on and conquer them in the end. Aniba's diligence and perseverance will carry her forward as she prepares to advance to the next stages of her journey, ready to meet and defeat any challenges along the way. Tanner Allen Beamer. Tanner is the strong, silent type. You may not hear much from him, but his gears are ever working. His mind is a whirl with the next robotics design, researching the durability of batteries, or an electronics design. Tanner's words are typically few, but his ideas know no limits. His drive and stamina are evident in sports and studies alike. In that first summer before Mountain Vista, Tanner worked almost solo to create a robot from start to finish. Not given to gratuitous smiling, Tanner's face lit up when the robot moved at his command. Tanner, with your skills and perseverance, you are sure to bring smiles to the faces of your future professors. We wish you all the best.
Morgan Page Berry. Morgan has a strong sense of who she is and how she wants the world to be. Her intelligence, sophistication, and work ethic combined make her unstoppable. We are confident that the FBI will be fortunate to have such a brilliant analyst successfully resolving all the difficult cases someday. We have high hopes for her future.
Celine Somyong Bousquet. Celine Bousquet is a strong, motivated young lady. She takes on challenges and actively self-advocates. Bright, independent, and confident, she is not afraid to ask questions and seek solutions for her own problems. Adverse conditions do not impede her tenacity. The last year has been one like no other, but Celine has persevered. She will undoubtedly finish the year with remarkable results.
Charles Marshall Casey. Charles is a brilliant ambassador for the NASA model of using hands-on experiences to spark curiosity and wonder. His strong character, devotion to his hobbies, and his charming personality are a wonderful addition to any learning community. His goal-oriented ambition is going to take him places one day, and we are very proud we were part of his journey.
Mackenzie Loren Cather. Mackenzie Cather had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Ever wonder what the E-I-E-I-O in that song stands for? Well, in the case of Mackenzie, it stands for energetic, intelligent, easygoing, imaginative, and open-minded. Growing up on a farm helped Mackenzie to develop a love of animals and a goal to follow in her father's footsteps to become a veterinarian. We have no doubt that we will be calling Mackenzie Dr. Cather DVM in no time at all.
Grace Victoria Chesley. Grace speaks softly, yet her quiet words speak volumes about the depths of her understanding. She approaches her problem-solving and artistic creations with equal inspiration. She possesses both a kind heart and fierce determination, so her placid and serene nature must not be mistaken for complacency. Grace is more like the calm eye of a hurricane. The sun is shining and the air is calm, but the tempest beyond is a driving force. She has the innate tenacity to tackle any obstacle and will make all her dreams come true. Grace, the world may not hear you coming, but it will be changed by your arrival. We can't wait to watch you take the world by storm.
Matthew Ryan Clark. You can tell that Matthew is focused in the classroom because of his attention to the material and the thoughtful questions that he asks. Matthew's questions often go deeper than the instructor's planned objectives because he truly desires a deeper understanding of the subject matter. His teachers have greatly appreciated this enthusiasm. There is no better skill to propel one forward in life than intellectual curiosity, and we're proud to say Matthew is truly gifted with the tools he needs to succeed.
Lindsay Elizabeth Davis. Whip-smart and opinionated, Lindsay has been a lively presence in our class discussions, and her writing has brightened even our darkest day of grading. We think that she often resolved to spend a class period listening quietly, only to find herself unable to restrain a comment or question. Her mind just won't let her be a spectator. Since we don't consider ourselves to be in the business of educating wallflowers, we were overjoyed every time. Stay carried away, Lindsay.
Rosemary Catherine Dodgcock. Rosemary's smile is so bright that will light up any room. With the soul of an artist and the mental skills of a lawyer, she will successfully adapt and continue to win any race, no matter the conditions, whether the Sahara Desert today or Alaskan snow tomorrow. It is our belief that she will take her strong character and creativity and use them to change the world for the better for all of us.
Max Anthony Dubnowski. Aptly named, Max is a student who stands at the pinnacle of math and physics. From his vantage point, Max sees clearly the complexities of calculus and calculus-based physics and looks up to gaze at the wonders of astronomy. His enthusiasm in the classroom is infectious and cannot be contained, even in his brightest smile. Max is a planner and a thinker. He ponders on matters deeply. Long before he arrived at Mountain Vista, he studied topics beyond his years and knew of many scientists and mathematicians, almost as if they were his friends. We consider ourselves fortunate to have been counted among your friends, Max. We wish you the maximum success.
Lily Eleanor England. Having a private pilot's license, being scuba certified, and captain of the cross-country team, it's fair to say that nothing as mundane as terrestrial barriers can slow Lily down. Her quick-witted asides in class are as humorous as they are insightful. Unflappable in the face of difficulty, we know Lily will continue to outpace those around her at UVA next year. And if you're trying to keep up, we hope you can fly, swim, and run.
Tegan Elise Ewing. A good friend and a dependable, kind presence in our classrooms, Tegan's artistic soul was often hidden, much like the intricate henna art she likes to create was hidden under her long sleeves. But we're grateful she let us see both eventually. We hope she found much to admire in the harmony of cells and the composition of formula, and we're excited to see what her artist's eye leads her toward in the future.
Jennifer Elizabeth Fredericks. Engineer or dancer? If asked, Jennifer would likely say she's both. That is a powerful combination. Jennifer is equally at home on the ballet stage as she is in the robotics workshop. Her persistent determination has served her well in both arenas. She is clearly on a path to become someone who will not only find solutions to complex problems, but will also make those solutions express the beauty of the human spirit. Maybe she'll be the first artineer.
Emily Rebecca Gallagher. Emily is quiet, but always extraordinarily focused on the task at hand. She digs deep and comes back with questions that are solid gold. She has an edgy side, like a biker with her motorcyclist's license. She has an artist's eye and attention to detail. She has an old soul full of wisdom that she herself scarcely seems to notice. We'll miss Emily, but we know these traits will serve her well as she heads off to college next year.
Kayla Marie Gillum. Kayla is a traveler. She thrives on meeting new people and conquering new adventures. Occasionally, she may appear quiet because she is equally happy traveling through her mind, contemplating the mysteries of the universe. Though reluctant to stop over in the land of the ordinary workplace, Kayla gets to work upon arrival. She manages the multiple demands of school and work with ease, applying the same level of focus across all of her classes. Wherever she travels, Kayla is always offering to lend a helping hand. We will miss her kind heart and warm smile next year, but we are certain this is just the beginning of a spectacular journey. Safe travels, Kayla.
Kyle Michael Gresco. We've all been teaching a pretty long time, and we're willing to bet that Kyle has done a first in each of our classes. The first student to write musical notation in his writing assignments, the first student to debate a mathematical interpretation of a chord progression, the first student to force Mr. Burton to listen to fusion jazz. The list goes on. A perfect blend of the sciences and the arts. That's what we found in Kyle. His ability to blend the creative with the analytical is his secret weapon, and we have no doubt it is going to take him to exciting places in life.
Jordan Lorraine Hadlock. Jordan is uniquely Jordan in every environment. Whether she is sharing her passion for Dungeons and Dragons, or creating spectacular visual arts, or pursuing a clearer understanding of environmental issues, Jordan commits 100% of herself every time. Her presence is engaging whether we see her face-to-face or virtually. When she has a question, Jordan finds the answer. She is undoubtedly dauntless and bold, yet she is equally considerate and direct. With the same innate balance, Jordan will certainly merge her artistic talents and commitment to saving the environment, and our world will be a better place. Megan Marie Harrington. Megan sometimes seems like a lovely little bird perched on the side of her nest, singing cheerfully as she surveys her surroundings. Don't be fooled. When she unfolds her wings, she will glide with the ease of a falcon. Yet it's the power of the eagle that drives her talents on the softball field along with her academic pursuits. She knows who she is, and she is determined to achieve all that she hopes to become. Her hard work and discipline is already opening doors. Princeton will be her next stop on her road to success. Megan, we will miss your smile, but we can't wait to watch you soar into your future. Shannon Marie Hodel. Shannon is an inspiration to all who know her well. She is kind, helpful, intelligent, and inquisitive. Her natural curiosity drives her to dig deeper into new concepts, so she uncovers innovative insights that might escape others. Shannon takes interdisciplinary connections to a higher level, layering ideas from calculus and physics or psychology and government, suggesting real-world applications. Shannon is naturally ambitious. Since her goals are extraordinary, she refuses to settle for mediocrity. We are certain that Shannon possesses the tools to forge any path she chooses. Shannon, we can't wait to see where you arrive at the end of this next adventure.
Joseph Jet Holland. Whether it is his approach to academics, football, or personal finance, Joseph plays to win. During his years at Mountain Vista, he achieved more than intellectual growth in the classroom. Joseph also created a growing stock portfolio to support his financial future. Pretty impressive for a high school senior. Yet Joseph is marketably unassuming and humble among his peers. He is driven to succeed, but always kind and compassionate. With his maturity and focus and determination, we are certain that Joseph will succeed in whatever he chooses to tackle next. Ashley Rose Januzzi. Ashley has a diverse and busy calendar because she is involved in so much. Playing piano, beekeeping, and being an officer for a Future Health Professionals Club show Ashley's varied interests. Juggling all these interests is no small feat, and her determination to get assignments done sometimes leads to staying up until the wee hours of the morning. Of course, we're pretty sure that those late nights could also be caused by the passion for reading that we know she maintains even with the challenges of her academic coursework. We hope she has enjoyed her time with us as much as loved her literature.
Sadie K. Gerald. Sadie is crafty in every sense of the word. Her crafty skills in functional art revealed the practical applications of her innovative mind. While tackling the most difficult math problems, she revealed her well-developed craft as a mathematician. She possesses the dedication of a craftsman as she approaches every assignment with the utmost attention to detail. Yet the most crafty facet of Sadie Gerald is her uncanny sense of humor. Sadie, we will remember that mischievous grin for years to come, always wishing we could still participate in your humorous anecdotes. With your skills and determination, and yes, your sense of humor, we are certain your opportunities are limitless.
Alexis Angeli Jones. Never known for being vociferous, Alexis is not one to seek the limelight. She has the tenacity and drive to keep moving forward, even through the most difficult times. Always supportive of her peers in class and in robotics, Alexis even found a tournament closer to home, practically in her backyard, which helped prevent the teams on both campuses from having to drive too far to move forward. Alexis will leave MVGS with her soft-spoken warmth and shy smile. Alexis, we wish you all the best as you move forward in life, and your teachers offer you the same warm support you have so often offered to others. Nathan Jong Kim. Everyone wishes they could adopt Nathan's carefree outlook on life. He manages to get his work done, but his ability to do so without stress is a skill that could reduce the collective blood pressure of an entire population. Nathan is a loyal friend, and he always warms our hearts with his winning smile. He's the third brother to graduate from MVGS, but Nathan sets his own pace, and he is definitely his own person. With his talent, innovative ideas, and innate charm, Nathan can conquer any challenge he chooses to pursue. Keep in touch, Nathan. Your adventures have just begun. Gavin Colin Kimball. Gavin is serious about mapping a prosperous journey, and he will certainly pilot his way to success. Low-key and easygoing, Gavin has a great sense of humor and is always willing to laugh at his teacher's cheesy jokes. While airplanes are one of his great passions, he knows well what it takes to achieve a smooth liftoff in every discipline. Gavin likes keeping his sights set on the horizon as he balances the load for his journey to his next destination. Gavin, your MVGS teachers are cheering you on as you seek the next landing strip in your educational journey.
Daniel Knock Lie. Daniel is a quiet presence in the classroom, but you can tell his mind is always working on something. Still waters run deep is proven by the strong personal determination we know extends beyond the classroom for Daniel. He demonstrates it whether he's completing an assignment or a cross-country run. Daniel also has a keen interest in technology and helping people. His project combining information about sleep with room temperature to automatically change a room's temperature to improve sleep shows the kind of creative thinking we know that a determined young man like Daniel can use to create future success.
Daniela Francesca Lawhorn. If the essence of Daniela could be captured as a fashion brand, it would be this season's rage. Anyone who thinks style and brilliance don't coexist hasn't met Daniela. Tender-hearted and caring while also fiercely focused, Daniela has a driving need to understand the workings of the universe. She works diligently to cross the bridge between her own mind and the knowledge she seeks, fearless and eager to conquer any challenge. Both soft-spoken and witty, she often catches her audience by surprise. Daniela, we will miss your smile, but we will not be surprised by the success that awaits you at the next stop on your education journey.
Alexandria Claire Lichty. Alex is our future diplomat, economist, psychologist, or maybe all three at once. Humanity intrigues her. Human behavior at any level, during any period of time, and in any country. Alex searches for daunting questions to explore. She understands that asking the right questions is often the key to discovering the most evasive solutions. Recently, Alex took the initiative to speak out about her concerns for fellow MVGS students. Her thoughtful reflection provided us with a deeper understanding of the impact of these crazy times on our students. Her actions reveal the heart of an empathetic leader, and we feel certain Alex will lead us all to a better future.
Connor Joseph Lloyd. Connor is never afraid to ask a question, even at the 11th hour. It's not unusual to get a question from Connor late in the evening to ensure an assignment gets submitted on time. His focus in the classroom is obvious, and he is all business when it comes to his approach. Connor's focus to get things done will no doubt lead to a success in both his years in college and his career.
Samuel Carrick McCabe. In times of emergency, the person you would most want at your side is Samuel McCabe. Disciplined and focused, once he sets his sights on a task, he is sure to see it to completion. Although he is the youngest EMT to be released to provide aid to the people of Culpeper County, Samuel's ability to render aid is not restricted to the medical domain. A good friend, Samuel both supports and challenges others, even helping some to step away from social media and consider more healthful options during the darkest days of the pandemic. With his work as an EMT, Samuel, who once envisioned himself as an engineer, has had his eyes open to the world of medicine. Samuel is sure to serve others as he starts at the Air Force Academy.
Brinley Lauren Meadows. Brinley breezed into MVGS like a proverbial breath of fresh air, but when the workload piled up, she could command gale-force winds to level a multitude of tasks. Through it all, she managed to stay centered even in the eye of the storm and kept a calm focus and a positive attitude. She expresses herself with the creativity and insight of an excellent writer and artist. Brinley is also set apart by her ability to balance academics with the enjoyment of life, spending her free time outdoors whenever possible. Brinley, we know you will reach great heights, both in your goal to hike to the highest point in each state, as well as the highest pinnacle of success in life.
Wesley Stephen Merchant. Wesley is a young man with great promise. He sees through the distractions of daily life and finds a path to success. As he travels that path, he carries with him a demeanor that welcomes others to join him on his journey. We will miss Wesley as he heads down to Baton Rouge for school.
Jonathan Wesley Moore. What more can you ask for in a student or a person? Whether dealing with academics or considering the lifespan of animals for his research, Jonathan's calm, kind confidence makes him a natural leader. He's the kind of partner you appreciate during a long canoe ride, and also a great friend to those around him. Jonathan's curiosity about the world is surpassed only by his intelligence and work ethic. Add to that a generous amount of resilience and good humor, and take into account his professional manner of conversation, and we're sure that we will be calling him Dr. Moore someday soon.
Cameron David Molden. Cameron has a smile that conceals his turbo-powered brain, always working its way through the complexity of ideas underlying a conversation. One moment Cameron's cracking a joke that makes those around him roll with laughter, and the next he's tossing out a deep thought that has them scratching their heads. Self-deprecating and uncomfortable with praise, we hope that a few years of hearing from us about how great he is has made Cameron realize that he's as awesome as leftover pizza for breakfast. We're happy to wrap him in foil and send him into his future.
Sydney Ann Murphy. Sydney shares many qualities with one of her favorite microbes, the tardigrade. Unique and basically unstoppable. Sydney treats learning like a puzzle and wants to understand how every molecule fits together to better grasp the world around her. If anyone can solve the puzzle that is life, it's Sydney. And then she'll communicate the results with crystal clarity in a creative video montage. It gives us hope to know that brilliant minds like Sydney are in training to tackle current and future viral threats. Tough as a tardigrade, Sydney will not only survive, but will certainly thrive.
Andy Lou Nguyen. The size of the smile on Andy's face is directly proportional to the size of the challenge before him. Andy loves working through complex problems so much that he invents new ones in his free time to maximize his enjoyment of life. Whether it be programming a retro computer game from his childhood or designing a sensor-driven robotic hand, Andy is a creator. We look forward to smiling as we see the creations Andy is destined to bring to the world.
Alec Michael Petty. Alec absorbs knowledge in bountiful quantities. He has the rare quality of being able to gather knowledge and almost immediately understand how to apply it. Few students would be comfortable enough to stand up and give an impromptu lecture to classmates on vectors, but Alec can, and he did. Maybe it's his years of success with his academic challenge team that has made Alec a confident orator and quick intellect. Any technical topics that come his way, Alec can make short work of. Computers, coding, robotics, or math, nothing is too petty for this young man. Alec, we wish you all the best as you go forth with your insatiable curiosity and powerful intellect.
Peter Edmund Pham. An expert of mathematics, Peter sees the solution in the world around him. getting an 800 perfect score on his math SAT, being on the front page of newspapers, or receiving math awards, it all comes naturally to him. It is our belief that the field of mathematics will have Peter's name on a few discoveries. Watch our word, Peter is coming.
John Daniel Pond. It is no surprise that Jackson will be serving our country in the armed forces. Anyone who knows him knows that he lives to improve the lives of those around him. He has a laudable sense of duty, and that makes him an incredible student and a loyal friend. We wish you well as you continue your journey to make this world a better place.
Bailey Skylar Quinn. Bailey can bake a beautiful project, cook up interesting discussions, or quickly answer a baker's dozen of questions. With her can-do attitude and industrious pluck, Bailey will roast any problems she may face. Rather than being scrambled when she gets whisked away to college next year, we know that she will make the University of Charleston a better place.
Paige Nicole Rankins. Paige is a devoted friend, and she is happiest surrounded by every one of them. Time with friends never distracts her from focusing on her work, though. Paige is a dedicated and active participant in every endeavor. Juggling academics, athletics, and a big commute, Paige managed to keep it all rolling. She made it look as simple as packing a separate backpack or stowing away a hockey stick that towered over her, all while gliding from one class to the next. Paige, your contributions, sunny smile, and Goldilocks looks will all be missed at MVGS. We wish you a world of success as big as your heart.
Ethan James Raymond. Ethan became a legend amongst his peers when he gave his first persuasive speech discussing the supremacy of the brown bear over all other cute and potentially life-threatening wildlife. And he's continued to be true to his brand of personality blended with intellect ever since. We hope we've helped him realize that he has intellectual gifts and tools that are truly unique, and that, of course, the brown bear is the best bear.
Isabel Ann Roby. Isabel always seems to have a good attitude and a busy schedule. It's not easy to succeed at Mountain Vista, especially entering as a high school junior. Add to that being a top swimmer on her high school and club swimming teams, and you have quite a formidable challenge. Isabel's positive attitude and strong work ethic have carried her through both turbulent seas and quiet waters. Moving forward, we feel confident that Isabel's energy and tenacity will launch a successful individual medley as she moves to college and any career path she chooses to pursue.
Samuel Levon Rodman. Sam is goal-oriented both in the classroom and on the track. He is the perfect teammate for either a group assignment or a 4x8 relay. Creative and diligent, his talent lends life to every project. Tenacious yet humble, he is a force with which to reckon. We have all enjoyed Sam's hard work, positive attitude, and resilient spirit. Sam may set a national record in track on Saturday, ace a physics test on Monday, and then breeze through an economics test on Tuesday, all with a very matter-of-fact attitude. Hard work and success are just part of his daily routine. Sam heads to Princeton to continue his academic and athletic pursuits, and we are sure he will find success there.
Joseph Stephen Sable. Joseph is an engineer of engineers. He is a master of efficiency in all things. He loves complex problems and seeks them out. It is a rare day that a class discussion doesn't send Joseph off down a productive rabbit hole. He loves the tangent. This may be his biggest strength because it's that ability to tenaciously pursue the side ideas that lead to new ideas and solutions to the challenges facing our world.
Allison Grace Salava. An expert in any field, Allison sees the solution in the world around her. Her intellectual curiosity is so insatiable and so vast that no one motivates Allison like Allison can. Give her a problem and she will come up with a perspicacious solution and a perfect plan. Humanity needs minds like her while we travel on our journey to conquering Mars and the unknown. We will dearly miss her and we anticipate great academic success awaits her.
Kiona Michelle Salcedo. Despite our distance over the last year, we can still feel Kiona's positive energy as she enters the classroom. Kiona is determined, hardworking, and driven by her great compassion for others. Her desire to address inequalities in the medical field and increase access to care for those who have the fewest opportunities is an inspiration to us all. She loves filling her life with challenges, though one of her greatest challenges may be remembering to take a break now and then. Kiona, with your resilient spirit and compassionate heart, we are certain your path will lead to greatness.
Clara Abigail Sanchez Bonneau. It's easy to think that Clara is a relaxed person. She doesn't offer an opinion quickly, she doesn't get heated very often, and she tends to show up to things a few minutes late holding a beverage or a meal. Then you realize that she will stay up past midnight working on a project that captures her imagination just because she gets engrossed in her work. And you find out that she's been working a demanding job while also attending MVGS. And you realize that her ambition is to serve in the military because she cares about sacrifice and service. We hope her future involves lots of projects that stir her imagination and as much caffeine as she needs to manage them.
April Marie Sayers. April does not do anything halfway. She doesn't play one instrument in the band, she plays all the band instruments. She doesn't attend one Envirothon training, she goes to every Envirothon training. She asks all the questions. April is the kind of student that keeps even the best prepared teacher on their toes, and her questions always reflect her depth of understanding, her curiosity, and her critical thinking. She has the mind of a scientist, the creativity of an artist, and the determination of someone who won't take no for an answer from life. With her mind set on a goal of studying genetic or infectious diseases, I have no doubt that we will be seeing great things from April in the future.
Eric Wade Sheets. Some people just know how to make things work for them, and Eric is one of them. Extremely difficult class that takes a human sponge to absorb all the knowledge for it? Okay, he'll do that. Class needs a bit of levity? Okay, he'll do that too. The world shuts down around him and he has to be a self-sufficient learner so he doesn't have to be in class at 7:30? Yep, he'll do that too. Eric, keep rolling with the tide, and we'll see you keep rising to the top.
Abigail Nicole Schrader. Abby thinks so far beyond the box that her thoughts lie along the circumference of a circle. She is the definition of well-rounded. Bringing her passion and determination to all aspects of her life, Abby succeeds in them all. Her accomplishments range from field hockey and lacrosse, singing and acting, helping to start an Envirothon team at her MVGS campus, and her senior capstone of working towards certification as an EMT. She's also a great friend. In no more than the time it takes you to say Drosophila melanogaster, Abby will have won you over with a smile and a kind word, and then taught you all about fruit fly behavior. Corinne Elizabeth Smith. If I was in trouble, I would want someone like Corinne in my corner. She is compassionate, calm, and clear-headed. She is passionate about the field of criminology, and she is committed to pursuing a career in law enforcement or investigation. She is not only a great leader, but a great teammate as well, and she truly understands the importance of cooperation and communication. Any community would be better off with Corinne as a member of the justice system. Go get 'em, Corinne.
Gabriel Alexander Smith. Gabriel's everyday assignments are truly scientific masterpieces, every symbol in the right place and every explanation given. Gabriel is always a step ahead of everyone else. While humanity was struggling with the technological realities of 2020, Gabriel was already on the other side of the mountain, waving to us and waiting with patience. We predict the same situation of Gabe jumping ahead of everyone and adapting quickly will be true to his future. We are convinced that one day that ability to adapt and persevere will positively impact our world.
Rebecca Anderson Smith. Einstein asserted that the definition of genius is taking the complex and making it simple. And Rebecca demonstrated this genius frequently during her time at MVGS. She not only mastered the surgical skills of cornea replacement, understood the complex details of her ophthalmology independent research project to great depth, but also communicated every detail of it clearly and confidently. Now, this might sound corny, yeah, but Rebecca is definitely one to keep an eye on. Rebecca, set your sight and your heart on reaching for the stars because there is no limit to what you can accomplish.
Cambria Elise Spangler. Cambria gets it done. Through her tireless positive persistence, she accomplishes a multitude of tasks while she simultaneously thinks about everything. She is fearless when it comes to trying something new and different. Her mind is always on the next thing. From physics to pages for the digital yearbook, her attitude seems always, why not? Cambria is known for her technical and creative mind, as well as her tremendous organizational skills. With this trifecta, Cambria is prepared for whatever the future may hold. Cambria, we will miss your enthusiasm for knowledge, but we are excited to hear about where your exceptional ingenuity and curiosity lead you next.
Haley Elizabeth Strong. Haley once wrote that humans are too complex to ever be diminished to one-dimensional characters. Her assertion is both wise and personally self-reflective. Haley is a powerfully complex individual revealing many dimensions. Although she is typically quiet in a classroom setting, her presence is powerful and confident. When she establishes her goals and sets her direction, nothing can stand in her way. Because Haley understands her own complexity, she understands others with a maturity beyond her years. She is equally cognizant of the challenges our world faces, and we have no doubt that she will tackle every opportunity to improve the future for all of us. Michaela Pauline Ulowitz. Mika is a scientist to the core, yet her humanity and humility run even deeper. As a natural introvert comfortable with her own silences, Mika always reserves her comments in class for insightful observations. She is that individual who acknowledges her comprehension of difficult concepts with a subtle glance from the second row when the rest of us are still struggling to navigate the fog. Her focused determination pushes her as a cross-country runner, as it will push her to become a valuable team member in scientific pursuits. As Mika continues to discover her purpose in this world, we have no doubt that she will improve the future for all of us. Evelyn Jewel Vandre. Evelyn is a young woman of many contrasting talents. She possesses all of the skills and aptitude to succeed in the rigorous STEM curriculum at MVGS, yet she is also a gifted artist. Today, we often think these abilities and interests are a conflict, but Da Vinci would disagree. Evelyn, like Da Vinci, has the imagination and innate potential to change the way we look at the world. As she prepares to leave the rural bliss of Rappahannock County to explore both her art and her destiny, We have no doubt that Evelyn's experiences and interests and skills will all converge to reveal her most powerful path. Few of us have so many possibilities ahead, and we are certain Evelyn will maximize hers.
Rachel Evelyn Weghorst. Few people are just all around wholesome goodness like Rachel Weghorst. Bright, creative, talented, and kind, wherever Rachel goes, she spreads warmth and sunshine. It's hard to pin Rachel down to just one thing, whether she is running as the captain of her track team, tutoring struggling math students, caring for her community, or creating bracelets for her Reaching for Ray's Etsy store. Rachel does everything to perfection. Her mental acumen matches the brilliance of her smile. We will miss her radiant personality, but know that wherever Rachel goes, she will generate excellence, all while continuing to spread her sunshine.
Acacia Kai Wilkmeyer. If MVGS was Hogwarts, Acacia Wilkmeyer would be our Luna Lovegood. Acacia's aura encompasses real space in any setting. Rays of sunshine seem to emanate from her in the classroom. Her querying questions and thoughtful answers are equal to the glow of her personality. We can count on Acacia to bring a unique perspective to every intellectual challenge, pushing each of us to consider ideas we might have otherwise missed. As she pursues studies in genetics, Acacia's determination combined with her creativity will serve her well. Someday, in the not-too-distant future, we will be reading about Acacia's life-saving discoveries, all without Luna's magic. Anna Lanning Wright. Lanning approaches every challenge with a quiet determination, never shying away from redefining her own perceived limits. She is always attentive to what is happening in the world around her, and she filters her beliefs through a lens of her own well-informed understanding. Lanning is never afraid to take a stand on issues that are important to her. Her integrity guides her path. Through her unpresuming self-confidence and an insatiable pursuit of fairness, she truly possesses the tools to make this world a better place. Lanning is talented, bold, and passionate, but also thoughtful and kind and empathetic. The world needs more compassionate souls like Lanning.